Welcome to this week's top 5 video, and today we're going through the top 5 campaign DLC / expansions for the historical Total War titles. Now first of all, what do I class as DLC expansion that can be in this? Well, it's got to be a new campaign that's not a new title. So for example, Blood and Gore packs don't count, faction unlocks don't count, like your culture packs and stuff, they're not there. But what does count is like Alexander Total War, Hannibal at the Gates, the things that actually had a campaign. So I'm going to go through my top 5 favourite, and then we're going to go through your 5 favourite. Okay, so in 5th place, my 5th favourite DLC is Viking Invasion. That's right, it's going all the way back to Medieval 1 Total War, which I never thought I would bring up in one of these top 5s, but yeah, here we go. Viking Invasion. I don't know why, I just really liked that DLC. It was actually my first experience playing Medieval 1 Total War. By this point I already had Rome 1 and Medieval 2, I just wanted to go back to see how it was. And I didn't actually enjoy the main campaign, but it was only a few hours actually that I got to play the Viking Invasion DLC, but from what I did play, I did really enjoy it, and yeah, it was definitely quite good. Although of course it's clearly outdated now, but I don't know why, but I just really enjoyed it when I was younger. If I played it now, I probably won't enjoy it, but yeah, I thought it definitely deserved a place on this list. So that's Viking Invasion for Medieval 1 Total War in 5th place. In 4th place for me, I had to give this to Age of Charlemagne for Attila Total War. Why? Well, I just really like the map, and what it is, it's like just after Rome in a way, and it's like the bridge into the medieval world, and it's got the Vikings in as well. Well, that's more of the mod I'm thinking of there, but yeah, it's just fun to play. On top of that, it does something that Total War very rarely does. It added a new mechanic, war weariness, and although I didn't think the mechanic was perfect, I think it definitely added an extra layer of challenge to Total War, which is what I like in my Total War campaigns. But yeah, I don't think it was finished. It could have done with a little bit more adjustments. I don't want to go into my problems with the war weariness mechanic in this video, but yeah, overall I did like the mechanic, and with a few changes I would be happy to see it return. I also liked how troops became more expensive the bigger you got, although it didn't make any sense really historically and did get annoying at times, I think. You definitely again added to the challenge, and I really like a game that is challenging and adds to the challenge, which is why I love Attila Total War, which I've said before in my ranking of a Total War thing. I know it's not everyone's favourite, but I like a campaign that makes the player sweat. Now, we're actually going to show your results. I usually do this once I get to the top 2, but I decided this time to show it when we get to the top 3, because I think it's important. Well, first of all, let's see what you voted for. So in 5th place you went for Age of Charlemagne, in 4th place you went for Fall of the Samurai. I can understand, I know that is a very popular DLC, but I was never a Shogun 2 fan, so yeah. Sadly, the Viking Invasion, it got 4 votes, which I'm impressed, but it didn't really match with the rest of them. Mongolian Invasion, the first one for Shogun 1, got 8 votes. That's impressive. Now, I did not expect it. I knew that some people would vote for it, but I did not expect it to get 8 votes. There were 106 responses, by the way. Then we've of course got the Warpath campaign, that's very not popular. Peninsula campaign, again not that popular. Rise of the Samurai though, Hannibal at the Gates, Wrath of Sparta, Empire Divided, these Rome 2 ones, they've got some popularity with them, and some people definitely do enjoy them, but they're nothing compared to the big 3 up here. In 3rd place you put Alexander Total War for Rome Total War. However, in 3rd place for me, and please don't hate me, I had to put Kingdoms for Medieval 2, and in 2nd place you actually put Kingdoms, which I'm very surprised about. Okay, this is how I expected it to go. I expected Kingdoms to be undoubtedly the top. I expected 99% of people to vote Kingdoms, however only 82% did. And yeah, I knew Barbarian Invasion would be up there, but I did not expect it to beat Kingdoms, which I'm happy to see. I liked Barbarian Invasion. And I did not expect that much support here for Alexander Total War, but I'm glad it is because I really like it. Yeah, so as I said, for me, Kingdoms goes in 3rd place. Why? Because Alexander Total War has got to take 2nd place. I like that it's got a time limit. As I said, I always say this about Total War, I like the challenge aspect, and that time limit, it really brings it tight, right close to the end, and it's always that, you know, you're sweating a bit at the end, worrying that you might not be able to do it. It's one of the few Total War things where even at the end when you're super powerful, money and everything doesn't mean anything. What means something is the time, and you can still lose even if you've got 90% of the world. People don't like that, I understand, but yeah, I like that you're always sweating from the start to the finish. You never get it never gives you a break, and that's why I like Alexander Total War, and that's why it comes in 2nd place. And you've probably guessed my favourite at this point, Barbarian Invasion. Of course it is of course a challenge, but there's just something about this that I really enjoy. Western Roman Empire and Eastern Roman Empires are fun to play as. The Barbarians are fun to play as well, but yeah, it's a good DLC and I really enjoy it. So there we have it. Top 5 is Barbarian Invasion, then Alexander, then Kingdoms, then Charlemagne, then Viking Invasion. I know a lot of people will disagree, it's just my opinion. These are your opinions here, so you went Barbarian Invasion first like I did, but then you went Kingdoms, Alexander, Fall of the Samurai, and then in 5th place Age of Charlemagne. And right at the bottom we have Mongol Invasion and the Warpath for Empire. But overall I just want to say that, yes, I do love Barbarian Invasion. Barbarian Invasion, in my opinion, is, even though it's a DLC, is better than Rome 2 Total War. It's better than Empire Total War. You know, it's a good Total War game. It could classify as its own standalone game. Is it better than Rome Total War? No. Rome Total War as a vanilla is better. Medieval 2 is better than Kingdoms, but these are still brilliant DLCs. And, you know, I was about to say I highly recommend you get them, but if you've got Medieval 2, you already get Kingdoms now in the Definitive Edition. And if you have Rome 1 Total War, but you don't own Barbarian Invasion, then what are you doing with your life? Same with Alexander, like, these are stuff you need to play if you have Rome Total War. Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next top 5. There won't be a survey for the next top 5. Yeah, there's not going to be a survey for it because it's difficult to put the next plan into survey form. It will make sense when I do the video, but either way, you know, these will continue as normal soon with surveys, but the next one will just be a normal top 5 my opinions only. But then feel free to put your stuff in the comment section as well. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Please do subscribe if you want to see more of whatever it is I'm doing, if that's top 5s, AI onlys, time lapses, let's plays, or well, yeah, that's about it. Goodbye.